Good afternoon. Well, at the risk of having that scumbag troll slam me again, the hell with him. He can't get through anyways. I received a Christmas or early Christmas gift from Greg, Greg's Vintage Workshop, and it's something that he made up. He wanted to do this. I had no idea that he was doing this, other than he told me that there's something coming in the mail for you, and that's all he said. I'm not going to take the time to read it. It's a very nice letter. I'll read it in part. He said, Bill, as soon as I saw your faceplate for the oscilloscope, I knew I wanted to try and make something for it. So basically, he goes into quite a detail here about it. And I tried it out, and it is amazing. It fits that scope faceplate perfectly. 2 AA's. And he made this, and it fits perfectly in the opening for the oscilloscope. I want to show you this. This is something I've never seen before, and it's kind of like on the order of what I wanted to do. So I've got 2 AA's in it. Let me push this button here. Look at that. Push it again. And a third time. Boy, what you can do with microelectronics, it's amazing. And you push it again, it turns off. I'm going to push it into the scope opening and show you how it looks in the opening. I did some more work on the scope faceplate. The band switch had to be shortened, it was too long. And the sweep rate, or whatever you call it, on those old scopes, so that it would fit up into the ceiling. Now, what I have to figure out here is, and he mentioned that in the letter, you'll have to improvise something so that you can operate this button from the faceplate. I am not going to go inside of this and and try to do something. So I'll probably have something lined up, align this up with a hole in the faceplate, and then push something in there to turn it on and off. Well, it's cockeyed, but that's nothing new, so am I. It's just temporarily stuck in there. I think it looks neat. Yeah, it looks neat. Now, there is intensity modulation here. There is no binding post here, and that's the way I got the scope when I picked it up at the flea market. So I could probably somehow make this button mount this on the back. But I may have to remove remove this binding post, I'm not sure, so that this thing can sit like that. But anyways, right now I just got it taped on, and of course I got it lopsided. But it fits in there really good. I could probably use some hot glue to get it in there. And it looks like a connector here that pulls out. So, I have no idea how you made this, Greg, but thank you very much. What I'm going to do, I got almost as many projects as Doug. I shortened this switch here. I had to take it apart and cut it. This switch was way out to here, so it prevented me from mounting this on the ceiling. It doesn't serve any purpose anyways, no more than any of these other controls. So it's a 6 position. What was left of the switch, I saved the wafers and put them away with my old switches. So I'll probably maybe connect this. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that now. I really don't want to take this switch out. I went to the trouble of cutting it down and everything because I need something to go into that 6 position slot. But well, I'll find something. Like I say, I'm not going to take this apart to try to wire in there. You know what happens when I get into microcircuitry. I destroy it and the thing won't work anymore. It's amazing how we did that. I mean, I'm just, I think it's going to look neat. So what I'm going to do, in addition to this is a 13 inches long here. I'm going to get some 1x2 or 1x3, and they're 3/4 inch, of course, thick, down here, and there's a hole here and there's a hole here. I just need to drill a hole on this corner and on this corner here so that I can screw this panel to the wood. And I think that's probably, in other words, make a frame going around. The back will be open, and somewhere in one of these bays I'll have it like this, and I can operate it by way of the push button on the front of the scope. But I got to get the wood. Not a big deal. I mean, I could have got the wood today for it, but it's raining out there. It's going to be snowing tonight, and tomorrow will be 3 or 4 inches at least on the ground, at least. So I can't do any woodworking in here. I can assemble it in here, but I'm not doing any wood cutting in here. So right at the moment, I could probably mount this with hot glue after I center this properly, and get that part in and unplug this until I'm ready for it. Now what I would like to do, but I'm not going to be able to do it electrically, is to not use this button and just turn the power on externally and maybe mount the batteries external, because once that's screwed up to the ceiling, I really want to leave it there, but I can't with this unit inside. So I got to do some thinking on that, but not a big deal. But I just wanted to show off this thing. I straightened it out. I'll probably hot glue that into place. Left-handed here, but all right. Kind of like the steady light myself. Okay, so now I just wanted to show it off a little bit. And I want to thank Greg. I appreciate the gift. I had no idea he was going to send it to me. I've never asked for anything like this. Thank you very much, Greg. I appreciate it very much.